This book is dedicated to every single person who is trying to keep that light shining in our children. Hope, where are you? This story tells us about how the children around the world have lived through the coronavirus pandemic. More specifically, about Gaby's story from Latin America. We are home all the time. It is not easy. I try to keep up with distance learning, as my teacher calls our lessons on the computer, but sometimes I get distracted. Nico and Felipe, my little twin brothers, cry a lot. It drives Papi nuts. He gets angry and yells at Mama. I hate it when this happens. Mama says that Papi is worried about his business. She tries to comfort me with everything will go back to normal and we will be fine once this is over. I hope she is right. My family is not itself anymore. The next day, I'm distracted when my grandfather calls. I'm fearful he will hear Nico and Felipe crying and Papi's loud voice in the background. Grandpa asked, "What's wrong, Gaby?" I can't stop myself. I tell him that my parents are stressed and fighting a lot. The twins cry constantly. I don't bake with my dad anymore. I miss the smell. I miss walking under the jacaranda trees with him while I share my school stories and eat our freshly baked cookies. Grandfather says, "Gaby, I have an idea for your class project. Why don't we write the story of how these days have been for you? I'll help with your writing, and you can do the drawings." Your grandfather called, Mama says. She hugs me and whispers, "Your dad and I would love to see your story." I finish reading it to them, and they sit in silence. Papi leans over to Mama and says, "I'm sorry," and gives her a big hug. He turns to me with a large smile on his face. "Gaby, why don't we bake cookies?" Singing and baking, I feel like myself again. Finding that warm and fuzzy feeling, I decide to share my story with my teacher and classmates in my next lesson. So kids, how do you feel about this story? And you? How did you feel during those pandemic days at home? Can you draw it?